Mayweather promotions has letter letter. Let's get to the question. Tank announced that he's leaving Mayweather promotion. What do you have to say about his departure?
My focus, honestly, is on Saturday night. I don't think about anything else other than making this event as big as possible, and it is going to be huge, as evidenced by you look at the ticket sales. We're going to have a sold-out event here at Barclays this Saturday night. This is the first boxing event in the last, 3 years?
Yeah.
And they coming out. They coming out deep.
Hey, Leonard, from what I'm hearing that it's going to break a whole bunch of records. And, like you said, the last time the Barclays had a fight was when Konaki fought Helenius in 2020,
sure
just before the pandemic. So how hype are you to get back in New York, get back in the Barclays? I know you love New York, man, so how good does it feel?
You can't tell in my voice?
I can definitely
tell. Listen, like I said, this right here is probably the most fun that I've had in quite some time. Had a lot of fun with the Conor McGregor fight, but it was different. It was different because, he's an MMA guy and Floyd is Floyd, But this is like really bad blood between these two guys. So again, this kind of reminds me of like many years ago, but having a lot of fun. Terrific promotion. The fans are really excited about Saturday night. And again, the build-up has been outstanding. You got two guys who really despise each other. And it gets no better than that. It really gets no better than that. I think this fight Saturday night is going to resemble a fight that was for the ages. And I think we all remember that one. And that was Marvelous Marvin Hagler against Tommy Hitman Hearns.
So pretty much you don't think there's going to be any feel-out round, just going to go straight to the middle of the ring and bang it out?
Fill it out for what? Fill it out for what? I can tell you right now, it's like you ain't gonna see no running around the ring and a guy looking to use his jab and just like you said, just feel. I think when that bell ring, they're gonna get at it. They're gonna get at it.
Do you think that the delay the first time made it even more anticipated this time than it was the first time?
Most definitely, because again, this is a very highly anticipated fight. Rolly has got to be probably one of the biggest trash talkers that I've seen in many years, probably since Ricardo Mayorga.
But it's good for boxing.
No, it's great for boxing because again, he's a personality, but he can fight. You know what I mean? And he's very confident, very confident.
Leonard, they're not letting these guys in here at the same document. What do you expect to see the rest of the fight with these guys in here?
Say it again.
They're not letting these two in here at the same time?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not letting them guys.
What do you expect?
We probably wouldn't have a fight.
What do you expect to see the rest of the week when these two actually do it?
I expect to see both guys finishing out their last minute of preparations and promoting the event. And Saturday night, it's on and popping.
Explain the history of the bad blood between them. Rolly talked about they were supposed to spar years ago and Tank didn't show up. Talk about the history of the bad blood.
Well, that's what Rolly says. So you gotta, that's what Rolly says. I really don't get into those details of the fighters and the back and forth. I don't get into that. My job is to put on the biggest events and promote these things. So as far as like, even when fighters are back and forth on social media, I don't get in the middle of that because that's not my business. You know what I mean? That's fight talk between them. I ain't got to get in the ring. They got to get in the ring with each other. So again.
What made now is the right time for this fight?
Well, because again, it's like, why not? Why not? Again, Rolly is one of the best lightweights in the world, regardless. And we know Tank is that dude.
Can you kind of explain to like the rest of the boxing world that are counting Rolly out, like some of the things that he does really well, that Tank really has to worry for?
Well, it's not that what I can't say what Tank's got to worry for, but I know Rolly is an unorthodox fighter. I know that he has gotten in the best shape of his life. I know that it's hard to prepare for an unorthodox style. I've seen unorthodox fighters. I've seen Floyd fight a couple unorthodox fighters. No, it's very hard to prepare. And again, he's very confident. He sees something that most people don't see because, you know, Tank is a heavy favorite in the fight, but the odds are going down every single day. Every single day I look up and I go check, the odds are coming down. You know, so I know a lot of money has been coming in on Rolly because, again, it's like, you know, people this is boxing, man. This is boxing. We've seen it, you know, over and over and over again. Sometimes things don't go as planned. Sometimes it could be a one-round fight either way. You know what I mean? We don't know.
I've seen you at a bunch of fights. I've covered a lot of your fights, and like you said before, you're hype as hell about this one, man.
Yeah, I am.
like what's kind of, and you've been at, you're kind of saying that's going to be even more hype than when Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather. He's saying that it's different. Like, why is it? Because of the bad blood? Is it because you know the styles are going to mesh so well? Like, why are you so hype, man?
Because again, I know it's going to be an all-action fight. That part I know 1,000%, and fans want to see knockouts. That's why I'm very confident, and that's why I'm really, really excited, because I know 1,000% this fight will not go the distance.
And just lastly, can you kind of talk about the co-main event between Lara and Sullivan, how good of a fight that's going to be?
I think it's going to be a very good fight. Lara, I mean, he's an outstanding boxer. He's been a champion for countless years. He's been a fighter that has been avoided, you know, by some of the top guys for many years. And his style, back in the day, he was more of a mover. You know, he's always been a slick boxer with tremendous skills. Even back in the day, I was, just like many other people, thought that he beat Canelo. I thought that he got the job done, but he didn't get the decision. And, you know, you fast forward, the latter part of his career, where we're at kind of now, is that he's kind of more of, he still has tremendous boxing skills, but he sits down more. He doesn't do a lot of moving now, and he's in very entertaining fights. And so I think a lot of the fans have recognized that, and they've kind of gravitated to wanting to see him a lot more because he makes for fan-friendly fights. Fast forward to Spike O'Sullivan. Man, that guy, I like guys like him. He gonna lay it all on the line, all on the line. He's representing Ireland, you know, again, he's come up short in a few instances, you know, but he's never been in a fight that I recall that hasn't been highly entertaining. So he's a guy that, you know, he's a blue-collar guy. And I like them kind of guys who come and they lay it all on the line and they're gonna give the fans exactly what they're gonna see. There will be no doubt in my mind that come Saturday night, he coming. So Lara's gonna have to find some kind of way to deter him, you know, but this is boxing. We've seen anything is possible. We've seen the guy who's supposed to get it done come up a little short at the end of the night. So who knows how this fight will play out.
You know, provided that he does pick up the win and Charlo does pick up the win against Selecki, when I got a chance to talk to Larry, he said, listen, man, I love Charlo. I spent a lot of time with him, but if that fight was to happen, you know, he's open to making it happen. Are you kind of open to making it happen, and what do you think about that matchup?
Well, obviously that's a decision that Al has to make. Again, but I can say this, that Jamal Charlo is willing to fight anybody. I can't say that. You know, regardless of, you know, what some of these haters say out there, you know, again, he's willing to fight anybody, and if that's the play at the end of the day, that's what it is. But can't fast forward to that. He has a tough fight Saturday night because in Spike's mind, Spike's coming to get that. You know what I mean? So again, Lara's gonna have to show him that why he's been one of the best fighters out there, one of the best boxers for a number of years, and we're gonna have to see what happens on Saturday night.
When you talk about the haters of the Charlo brothers, what do you think is the root of that?
Well, man, it's a lot. It's a number of reasons. Anytime you're successful, it comes with that, you know. And a lot of them, I can say this, a lot of the media are biased. they're biased. You know, they're both of the guys are very outspoken. They're tremendous fighters, and so again, you know, Saturday night, Lara versus O'Sullivan. That's going to be an excellent, very, very entertaining fight.